what I love about these demos is we are going across all different types of applications and all different types of clients. So coming up next is Antoine showing us Konfig. We just saw something that was very, first-person consumer, small business facing. Antoine, you're building something entirely different with Redwood that I love. I'm going to let you take it over from here.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, David. So I can share my screen. Sorry, a little new UI. So hi everyone, my name is Antoine and I'm a co-founder of Konfig. Konfig allows companies whose main product is an API to offer a seamless customer onboarding experience. And we do this by providing a developer tool that auto-generates SDKs that any developer can use to quickly and easily integrate with our customer's API. So our product is already live with 7 customers, dozens of SDKs, and thousands of downloads. So for this demo, we will create SDKs for a pet store API. And just as a quick aside, our tool automatically generates SDKs whenever you update your open API spec. So you're not actually expected to use this tool, but just for this demo, we'll just explain how it works under the hood. So the first thing we want to do is pull up our terminal and download the open API spec, which, as you guys probably know, is a standard form that's used to describe the API. And we want to download that into our repo. So we'll run this command here. And it's now in. So the next thing we're going to want to do is to lint the open API spec. Often, open API specs are not really well written or follow best practices. And this could be okay for documentation purposes, but for SDKs, and especially for code-generated SDKs, the open API spec has to be perfect. And so we want to be able to find and fix any errors in the open API spec to ensure that your SDK is of high quality. So we're going to basically run the lint command. And as you can see here, there's 8 errors and 25 warnings. You don't have to read all the errors, but basically what they are there's 2 main types of errors. The first are poorly named operator IDs, which will create unwieldy method names that nobody is going to want to use to call your API. So that's obviously not good. And the second is a type error. So let's really quickly fix that, also using Konfig. Just run this command here. And everything is now fixed. And you can see that when you run the linter again, there's basically only one error, which is basically the URL is invalid because it's not a real open API spec, but you can see all the other errors have gone away and we've correctly fixed it all. The next thing we're going to want to do is generate our SDKs. You can select beforehand which languages you want for each API, but in this particular case, I've already pre-selected just generating a TypeScript SDK. So all you literally have to do is hit config generate. And now we're going to be generating our SDKs. And it's done. If you look at the README, you can see here that we've generated the SDK. And with documentation along with it, you can see how the SDK can be used. Here's an example of adding a pet store, adding a pet to the pet store. You can see all the method and the method names and description of them. You can, so if you want to, for example, update a pet with form, you can just quickly click here and you can see basically what you're supposed to be doing to be able to do that. And it's all nice and documented. Just as a quick example of what it actually looks like live in production. You can see here, here's an example of one of our customer snap traits SDKs. You can see that we've generated basically 6 SDKs for them, or 7 SDKs for them in all the different languages. And the last thing that we actually do is after we generate the SDKs, we automatically publish the SDKs to the appropriate package manager. So in this case, for example, Python gets published to PyPy, and you can see here that it's here just for any of your customers to download it if they're interested. So yep, that's our demo. Thanks a lot for watching it. If you're interested in using our product or learning more about us, you can check out our website, which is here at www.configthis.com. And if you fill in the intake form, we'll be in touch and we can help you generate SDKs to make it really easy for any of your customers to onboard onto any API that you have. And we're also currently fundraising right now and we're looking for investors. So if you're interested in funding us, you can also please reach out to us at founders@configthis.com as well. And once again, we'll be in touch. Yeah, that's it for us. Thanks a lot for the Redwood team. And yeah, have a good day, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. That looks fantastic.
you.